Hey guys, welcome back. All I have to say is those who are saying my X5 was tuned, you were right. The results are in.
You are the father.
Let's watch the video. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, I've talked about this in my last video when I was picking the car up from the dealership, how it just feels like it's watered down. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna do a Draggy test to confirm it. It could be just in my head. It just feels different. It feels like I'm in eco mode all the time. And if it does come out to where the car was tuned, I'm gonna be really disappointed because I've been driving like this for the last 20,000 miles, assuming that when I bought that's just how I performed. I'm not saying I could drive slow, but it feels like, I really have to like really push this gas to really get it to move, and it doesn't drive how I used to drive. So all right, let's get testing. All right. Just came back. I'm speechless. So my first run before I did the video, which is regular, I did a 0 to 60 in basically 6 seconds, 0 to 60. That was way off what I was getting before. When I just mashed to the floor, I was getting an easy 5-second run, if not better. I think there were a couple times I was at 4.9. So I did another run, got 5.7, and my best one was actually a 4.9 with launch control. All right, so with launch control, I was getting consistently 4.2, 4.3, and now I'm doing 4.9 at best. You can see in the video, I got 5.9 just matching to the floor, then 4.9 with launch. Now the quarter mile, my quarter mile, first time 13.3 at 102 miles an hour. Then a video, you guys, that was when I was just matching the floor. That was the 6 second 0 to 60 run. Now the last two in the video were a 13.7 at 105 miles an hour. And with launch control, a 13.2 at 106 miles an hour. I don't know if this car was tuned or what, but obviously from the first run, it was horrible. I mean, 13.2 at 102 miles an hour. But the car is extremely, it felt, I mean, night and day difference when I got it. So I have to figure out if it's just the ECU has to relearn everything before it can give me full power, or if this car was tuned and the dealership just erased the tuned. If that's the case, I'm disappointed. If it ran the 13 whatever at 106 miles an hour, and I bought it like that and I was used to it, it'll be a different story. But I've been driving like this for the last 20,000 miles. Maybe more than that, because I'm at 65. So about 25,000 miles I was driving with this tune on it if it was tuned. So at this performance level, then all of a sudden going down, it's almost hard. So I'm just really upset. I'm disappointed. I mean, I want to just like, no, like, you know. Option one, trade it in for an X5M. That's gonna be expensive because X5Ms cost a lot of money. I mean, I've already kind of built this car the way I wanted. I got windows tinted, it's got ceramic coat, it's got the clear protection film. It's got a lot of things on it that I'll have to do to the X5M. Then obviously searching for an X5M with my spec will be probably a year-long search. All right. Then trying to then bolt up a stealth hitch and then go from there to go through that whole process, starting over again. You know, it's going to be expensive. Nor I can look into tuning options for this. If you guys recommend any good tunes, let me know in the comments. So far I'm looking at boot mode. I must hit a B or something. I can hear it in the grill. Oh, he's on the floor. There you go. You're dead. All right, so tuning options. Looking at boot mode, BPC and Raleigh. And then there's a couple other flash tunes out there. I mean, there's JB4, but this car didn't have JB4. I kind of like the way it was before. I don't know what tune it was on here before, but it drove so much like stock, I couldn't even tell if it was tuned. I mean, other than just having extra power. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. I don't want something that's just going to be like an on-off switch with the power. I want something that drives smooth when you want it and it has the power when you need it. So guys, let me know what you recommend, if you have any ideas, or if it's just some time that I need to give the ECU chance to relearn. Basically, it'll get faster over time. Let me know, guys, because I'm really disappointed and I really want to get this X5 back to the way it was before as far as the power. I'm gonna add to this video before we come to a close. My intention was to never deceive anyone on the performance of the 50i. I honestly thought that's just how it performed. And it wasn't until recently where I started getting myself into, I had a couple, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I had a few spontaneous, encounters on the road, and it was just a couple of stoplight things. And I was surprised when I took down a dual motor Tesla Model 3. took down a Durango SRT. SRT was actually surprised because he had a jump. I had turbo lag. And I mean, it was like that. The X5 just yanked him back in and walked him hard. I mean, it wasn't even close. Encountered a Audi S3. I'm assuming it was tuned. It had some burbles and pops and stuff, and usually burbles and stuff like that. You know, when you see that, it's usually a tuned car. You know, unless it's like really subtle, but when you hear pop, 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 you know, that tells me that he's got some type of, at minimum, a burble tune, which most people just go and add more power to it. But anyway, even a stock S3 should give this 50i a good run for his money, and it wasn't even close. Walked him hard. So I start thinking, maybe it is. Maybe people were right, but it was still kind of like, you know what? I don't know. And it wasn't until someone let me a Draggy and I started doing testing. I was like, it was still questionable because it wasn't, you know, the trap speeds and stuff were up there, the quarter mile time. And I was like, I was unsure. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I misled anybody. I'll have to edit my videos at least might put an asterisk and say, hey, this was a tuned X5. And I said, I'm sorry once again. If anyone out there purchased this car thinking that it was as fast as I was saying, there are tuning options out there for you. But I'm disappointed, you know. I really wanted this to perform. I really thought this was how it performed, and the way it was, I was happy with it. I never felt the need, other than just to have a nicer interior and just having the better seats, you know, the more bolstering and everything like that. I always thought I was happy with the 50i in the sense where I never need to upgrade. And now I'm actually questioning it. Should I upgrade? Or should I just keep where I'm at and just tune it? Buy a tune on it. But will the tune make me happy? Will it be the same tune? Because I want the same performance that I had before. I don't want to spend $800 on a tune and then feel disappointed because it's not performing the way I wanted it to. I mean, I still had M3. I mean, I'm sitting here, it's first world problems, right? I still had an M3. It was nice to have both, you know? Does that make sense? My next thing. I data logged this to see, and now I know for sure. Before the tune, the boost that it was pushing out was 15 PSI peak boost. All right. Now after the tune, after the software update where they did, so I'm assuming they put the car back to stock. I checked it with my OBD2 log, and I logged the boost pressure. I think it was around like 10.9 to 12. I think it made peak 12, but most of the time it was around 10-ish PSI. So definitely notice difference. I mean, it's not making the same boost. This car was tuned. So let me know. So once again, like I said before, let me know if you guys have any suggestions of which, yeah, I'm not going to trade this in and try to get an S5M, you know, as I would like to do. I can't justify to spending that money because it'd be a lot of money coming out of. And during this COVID times, I really don't want to spend all this thousands of dollars more to upgrade to something else when this car's perfectly fine. It is not slow. Even though the quarter mile time is not what I thought it was, it is not a slow vehicle. It's still pretty quick. Thanks for watching, guys. This is nothing me whining and complaining.